Okay, good morning. Hello. So it's Friday. I'm really enjoying starting the weekend vlogs on a Friday because I don't like filming during the week. Like last week I learned that work weeks I don't like filming during the week because it's just like more for me to think about, and like trying to find interesting things to do during the week is just like not good for my brain. I think it'll still happen from time to time. I just don't think that's going to be my priority. But Fridays, it feels like a special little treat, especially because Fridays are generally a pretty fun day at work for me. Today, for example, we're going out with my mom to the beach, and we're gonna go look for treasures, and it's gonna be really fun. So like that's something I can record a little bit of without recording the kids, and it's just gonna be like really lovely and fun. But yeah, this week is busy and fun, and I'm really excited about it, or this weekend, because Adam has his first of his last 3 tests, so it's like basically finals week for him at school right now. He's I don't know if I mentioned this on the vlog, but he's in school to become an electrician right now. So he's a pre-apprentice, so he was working for like 6 months as an electrician, like without any education, just like basically as a baby on the job. And then now he's in first year, and then he's actually doing first and second year back to back. So in trades, like you're based on, it's a combination of hours in school semesters, and so he's doing his first and second terms back to back, which is really cool. Like no one else in his program is doing that. He just kind of managed to swoop in, and we have some things going on in our life right now that meant he can't really go to school probably next year. Like if we were to go to school a year from now, that would be kind of shitty for everyone, himself and myself. And so he wanted to do second year really like quickly. Anyways, this is basically finals week. So he has his code test tonight, which is a huge test. It's a huge test. It's a really big deal. And he's super nervous. So my mom is taking us out for a really nice dinner tonight to celebrate that. He's pretty much done school. He's got 2 more tests next week, and then he's done. We're having a little celebration next weekend to celebrate him being completely done. But so we're gonna go for a really nice dinner tonight. And then tomorrow I'm in the studio for like 4 hours, and I'm so excited. But yeah, oh my God, the kids are already on the trampoline. I love a morning where the kids are already on the trampoline. It's amazing. I love a morning that starts outside. He's gonna see me sitting here in a second. But yeah, so it's gonna be a really fun weekend. And then Sunday, I'm probably just gonna sit home and craft and edit. But yeah, we're just gonna roll with it. I'm really excited. I love getting to do photography, and I've been doing so much family photography for the last little bit, which is so much fun, but boudoir is where my heart and soul exists. Like it really is. So I'm really excited to get to do. I have 2 sessions this weekend, and then I actually have a double hitter session next weekend that I'm also going to take you along for. So I'm doing a couple session, and then the couple that I'm shooting, the female partner is a regular of mine, and we've been planning on doing this like really cool session for a really long time. And I said I wanted to film like a full photo shoot front, like beginning to end, like a vlog style, and she's done social media content and stuff like this, so I feel really comfortable filming around her. So I'd said that I wanted to do this, and I said, hey, pro bono, let's just do this session for free, but I'm gonna vlog the whole thing. So we're doing it back to back. So we're doing the couple session, and then immediately she's getting changed, and we're doing this like really fun, sexy portrait session that we have planned. So I'm really excited for you to join for that. And yeah, I should get into the yard though, because the kids look like they're having so much fun, and I want to go join them. I have 2 photo shoots today, and I woke up feeling very not creative, which is not a good way to feel on a shoot day. So like I was gonna film my morning, like getting up and everything. I had like all these little cute shots in my head that I was gonna film as I like went through my morning, and then as soon as my hand touched my phone, it almost felt like I got like an electric shock. It was like, fuck no, you're not supposed to use your phone right now. You need to just be in the moment. So I did, and I journaled like 4 pages. I cuddled the cat. She sat on top of my journal because she loves to do that. It's her favorite place to be. And then watched some YouTube while I had my coffee and just kind of rested my brain a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to do a whole video as an update on my like low internet, low tech journey. But I do want to do a whole video about it because so much has happened in the last few weeks since starting this like YouTube journey and exploration. I don't even know where I'm at right now. Like I want to just be a little hermit who never goes online and never touches technology ever, but also simultaneously I want to be like a successful artist who makes amazing photographs, and it's very complicated. I don't know where I'm at right now 100%. I know the changes I'm making in my life are really cool. I'll give you like a short little update before like I am going to film possibly today a whole in-depth video about where I'm at on my low tech journey. But I had a existential crisis around Spotify. No, that's not true. I've not never liked Spotify. I liked Spotify really well for quite a few years. It is my primary music source. But for about 3 years now, like since we started learning more about it within the public zeitgeist, about how poorly Spotify treats artists and how poorly artists are paid on there. And then just the way I interact with music has changed so much. So I've started making the steps that I need to do to get off of Spotify. That is my goal at the end of the year, to be completely off of Spotify. That is a whole aside. Today I have shoots, so I have to be at the studio for 2:30, which really means I'm going to be at the studio for 2:15, which means I'm going to be parking the car at 2 o'clock because of who I am as a person. And I'm feeling slightly creatively stuck. So I've been watching just vlogs on YouTube right now, but what I'm actually going to do is look up, because my aesthetic as a photographer is very much inspired by cinema and movies. So I think I'm going to use YouTube and just like find some like really iconic romantic scenes and like intimate scenes in films and just like really study the cinematography of it and really get in that vibe. And then I'm going to pull up my tablet, which I haven't used in like 4 days, and I'm going to look up like old Hollywood kind of aesthetic images and just kind of fill my brain with the vibe that I want. Something I stopped doing about 6 months ago is looking at other people's boudoir photography as inspiration, because I find I just mimic them, whereas I want to figure out the aesthetic, and then when I'm in the moment, so much happens. Like I've walked into shoots and just with like this very specific idea in my head, and then the vibe shifts while I'm there and it's a completely different story. It's also supposed to be really bright today, and every other time I've used the studio I've had like cloud cover, so I have no idea what the light is going to be like in the studio, which is going to be fun because one of my sessions today I'm bringing out the fog machine. I want the fog, I want the light, I want the fog to catch the light just like pouring onto them, and like these really cool like I have these RGB lights and I want it to be like multicolored and sexy and cool. So I have ideas. I'm getting into the creative flow now. I think I just needed to wake up and I needed to not use my phone right away. I think touching my phone first thing this morning really like just fried something in my brain. But yeah, so that's my day today. I'm gonna go to the thrift store and look for CDs and possibly DVDs, and I'm gonna go shoot. And that's like pretty much it. We need to clean the house. The house is a disaster. It's Adam's second to last week of school and he's been stressed. And then I made way too many plans this week, so we've just not been home. And when we have been home, I've been helping him study or working on work things. So we've not taken care of the house today, or this week. So we definitely need to clean the house. But yeah, that's welcome to my crazy brain that is just constantly spiraling about a million things all at once. On a shoot day, comfort takes priority 1,000 times over style or aesthetic. So I'm wearing like a old band tank top from a band that doesn't even exist anymore. It was like a local band. They changed names like 3 times. I don't even think they exist at all anymore. And bike shorts, because none of the shorts that fit me and are comfy have pockets. So these bike shorts have pockets, and that's also high priority on a shoot day. My husband and I realized we have nothing in the house for breakfast, so we are gonna go out to one of our favorite little cafes for breakfast today, and then he's gonna join me on my thrifting adventures, and then hopefully we'll be back here by like lunchtime so that I can get ready for my sessions. I've got all my like camera and my lights charging right now, and I still have to make playlists, but I can do that in the car while he drives. So yeah, we're gonna go grab some breakfast. Hyde is assisting me in filming this clip, but basically we went out to the thrift stores and did a bunch of shopping, and I want to show you what we got because I'm super excited about it. Like I said, I'm going to do a full video about everything that's going on with our journey with media and social media and everything within my household and how much my life has changed just since I deleted social media like 4 months ago. Has it been 4 months? Something like that. But so today was our first like real effort made towards this mission, and I feel like it was really successful. I'm really glad. I was originally going to go by myself, and then when my husband said let's go get breakfast, I suggested that he come with me for thrifting, and I'm really glad he did because he had some really good input and insights on what we got. So we got a bunch of DVDs, and then I got a few CDs. Finding CDs in good quality is definitely going to be a challenge, and I have some ideas of how I can navigate that in a way that feels good, but yeah, it's just a challenge right now. So the first one we got was Edward Scissorhands, and I'm really excited about this. This is one of my favorites. Everything we got, we checked that it's in good working condition. I mean, working we won't know until we put it in the PlayStation to watch it, but like there's no obvious major scratches or anything. So you got Edward Scissorhands. I've watched this so many times that I'm excited to have it as like something that we own. We got Fight Club, and we got this like gorgeous special edition. So one of the things we're going to be doing is we're going to be condensing most of our collection because I don't like having a lot of stuff around. Mess and chaos really stresses me out, contrary to what my house looks like right now. But ones like this, like when we get really beautiful special editions like this, we'll probably keep them in their case just because like this is gorgeous and delightful, and it's such a good movie. And then we got Men in Black again. We got like this really beautiful special edition. There's this paper on the back that's falling off. We're not sure if it was originally attached to this or not. We got A Knight's Tale. This is one of my husband's favorite movies. We got Jim Carrey's The Mask, another classic. I used to have this exact edition of it when I was a kid, so this is cool to find. Step Up, one of my go-to comfort movies, and the last time I went to watch it when I was recovering from my surgery, from my bike accident, I couldn't find it anywhere, so I was really excited to find this one because now I don't have to like hunt on all the streaming services for it anymore. Twilight New Moon. I want to get all the Twilight movies in the special editions. Like this is the 2-disc release of it, and I want to get that with all of them because I've actually never seen the special features on those. And if I love anything, it's special features on a DVD. So this is really fun. We found 2 different cases of Twilight, like the first Twilight movie, but one of them was missing the feature film disc, and the other one, the feature disc, was like super scratched, so we didn't get it. Adam found this. This is Ghost Rider and Hancock double feature. The first 2 of the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans in like a box set. So it was really cool. We went to the second store we went to was Salvation Army, and they were doing a sale on all their media, and everything was 50% off. And we'd originally looked at this, checked the discs, everything looked good, and then we saw the price, and it was like $6 for a box set. And we just decided it wasn't worth it. We're like, you know, we love the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans, but we can probably find them cheaper somewhere else. And it's just not necessarily something that we want to spend that much money on right now when everything else was about $3. And then we get to the counter to go pay for everything, and they're like, yeah, all the media's 50% off. And we're like, oh, okay. And so I asked Adam, I was like, do you want to go get the Spider-Man movies? And he's like, yeah. And so the gentleman's waiting for Adam to go get the movie and come back, and he and I are chatting, and I was like, he was like, oh, what are you guys getting? And I was like, we found these Spider-Man movies, but they were a box set. We weren't willing to spend that much on a box set. So, it feels better now that it's the same price as a regular one. And he goes, oh, okay. And then as he's scanning everything through, he's like, by the way, I'm just going to scan this as one movie. I'm not going to scan it as a box set. So we got this 75% off, which I was pretty stoked on because I love these movies. The last movie we got was Sixth Sense, which is a classic. I've watched this so many times. And I really want like a good horror thriller collection. That is something that's really important to me. And this is a classic. So that was all the DVDs we got. And then I got a few CDs. CDs are turning out to be really interesting because people used them more. Like DVDs, maybe they get watched once or twice, maybe a few times, but then they get put away and then eventually donated. So most of the DVDs were in pretty good condition, but CDs are rough. And my plan is actually to digitize most of these, like to put them on my computer. It's just a cheaper way to accumulate music this way than to like buy them outright or buy them online. So, it's just like, it's challenging, but it was really hard to find CDs of artists that I liked and album releases that I enjoyed that also were in good condition. Like quite a few really awesome Canadian artists, and they were just like every Great Big Sea album was beaten up except for one. Like I found Evanescence Fallen and it was cracked in half, and I was really shocked that it was even on the shelf. Like it was crazy. But I found Rankin Family's North Country, which is the Rankin Family album I grew up with. Like I grew up with Rankin Family in general, but this was the album we listened to the most growing up, and it's got like all of my favorite songs on it, including Lisa Brown and Mull River Shuffle. If you like Celtic-y, Canadiana folk music, like I don't even know how to describe them. Rankin Family is the shit. I love them so much. I found No Doubt's Tragic Kingdom, arguably one of the best No Doubt albums. I think there's one that I like better than this, and I can't remember which one, but like every single song on this album is a hit. Love it. I found Great Big Sea's Up. This was the only Great Big Sea. I think I found 6 or 7 of their albums, and this is the only one that didn't have major scratches on it. And this has like Mary Mac, Dancing with Mrs. White, Lukey, Old Black Rum, and the Chemical Worker song, which is my husband's favorite Great Big Sea song, or one of the one we listen to the most. So I was really stoked to find this. I want all of their stuff because I grew up on them. Again, Canadian folk music, if you don't know them. Lots of sea shanties, like they're Newfies, I believe, like Newfoundlanders. Lots of sea shanties and drinking songs on all of their albums, and then some like really good like step dancing songs and fun ones to sing along to. And then I got Genesis Invisible Touch. I've had that song stuck in my head since I found this. I found Jack White's Boarding House Reach, and it's still wrapped, which is awesome. And I paid $4 for it. And then I got these little. So one of these is going to be for DVDs. And one of these is going to be for CDs because I already have a few. And my plan is to eventually get like a big 400 disc book for each. So like 800 discs altogether, just so that everything's condensed so I don't have all these cases piled up around my house. But for now, these will be what I keep them in. So my first client for today had to cancel because some really major family stuff came up for them, which is completely reasonable. Like I feel so bad for them with what they're going through right now. But it meant that I had all this extra time to chill at home, and I ended up spending most of it just sitting on my computer but I wasn't just like scrolling mindlessly. I was doing Buy Nothing stuff. So I was trying to track down a few things that I want to find through my local Buy Nothing group, and then I posted my bike that I don't ride anymore. Not the bike that I crashed. The bike that I crashed was the e-bike. When we got the e-bike, I stopped riding my pedal bike shortly thereafter because the e-bike is so much more fun to ride, and it's just like a lot more functional. So I finally just got rid of my old like regular pedal bike. I just got rid of it, and now I am making myself some lunch before I headed to the studio because my first client canceled. I don't know how much I'll be able to record because this client is okay with like limited social media. They don't want their face online, which completely respect. We'll just kind of see how it goes. So I have to be at the studio in an hour, so I'm making myself some ramen and I'm packing up my bag. And then I'm gonna head over there, and I'm really, really excited. slightly closer into you. Yeah, perfect. Stuck in a room. There isn't much more to say about it. Can one be funny when stuck in a room? So I feel like I've had just the most incredibly productive Sunday so far. It's like 1:30 and I've already gotten, I can hear my neighbor stomping around upstairs. It keeps distracting me. I've already gotten so much done. I got the whole house cleaned. I did the laundry, including our bed sheets, and then I also spent like 2 hours working on my website. So I just completely redid my website, and I'm super, super proud of it. And then I also created a new email newsletter, which has been on my to-do list for a few weeks, because I'm not using Instagram, I need another way to let y'all know when there's sales or updates or just like interesting things. And I also wanted like a new way to share my photos that I don't feel like I have to censor, because on Instagram you have to think about like what's going to get you shadow banned and what the algorithm does and doesn't like, and or otherwise it just, no one sees it. Like there's no point, I might as well be screaming into the void, which is kind of what I'm doing with this YouTube page to an extent, but I don't feel like screaming into the void is useless here, at least not yet. And on Instagram, I feel like screaming into the void has been very useless and not proved very fruitful. So I've been working on this email newsletter for a while and trying to figure out how to do it in a way that feels authentic and doesn't feel spammy. And so it's just going to be like once a month-ish updates about my business and about my life, and photos that can't be shared on Instagram, and like first to know for sales and updates. And like I have some really cool ideas for events that I want to host. Those will be in the newsletter. Yeah, lots of really cool things that I have cooking in my brain that I'm really excited about. And the first step was getting the newsletter set up in the first place. So if you're interested in being in the loop on things, you can go, hopefully there will be a link in the description. Otherwise, it'll just be on my website, kaylabrightphotography.com, and you can go sign up on there. And I promise it will not be spammy, it will not be nonsense, and every single email will have something of value in it, even if it's just like some beautiful photographs for you to look at. I will make sure that I'm not sending out bullshit, because I don't want to be sending out bullshit that doesn't feel in alignment with me. So yeah, I worked on that for like 2 hours and got super hangry because I forgot to eat. And then my husband made me some dumplings for lunch, and they were delicious. And now we're gonna go out because I don't have any shorts that fit me that are also work appropriate. So like I have 2 pairs that fit me, but they're way too short, and these ones say bite me on the ass, and like that's not really appropriate for working with kids. And then I have 1 pair of denim shorts that I hate how they fit me. So I need to go to Old Navy and find some shorts that actually fit my body that I feel good in. And then we're also gonna try and get some Coroplast, which is like this plastic board stuff, because I'm making signs for the outdoor playgroup that I'm a part of. So we have to go do those things, and then hopefully we won't be out for very long and we can come home and I can just chill and watch some Bridgerton, because we have a list of shows we want to finish before we cancel our Netflix, and Bridgerton is one of them. I don't want to have to wait 6 months to get the DVDs from the library, because that is about how long the wait is right now. So yeah, we're gonna go do the running around and come home, and then I'm just gonna get to chill and have a really relaxed afternoon. And I'm really excited because I've been working since like 9 o'clock this morning and it's almost 2.